You want to go where?
To Grandpa's island.
How could this possibly be a good idea? What about his disorder?
Ooh. Your mother won't be missing much. They speak English here, right?
Yeah.
Aye, you must be after the rooms. Welcome to the priest hole. Name's Kev. You're the apartments?
Yes, I'm Frank. And this is my son, Jacob.
Why is it called the priest hole?
The world's full of secrets. And you just so happen to be standing on one now.
A trapdoor?
For them clergy folk. It's this little hole, or Queen Elizabeth would have had you hanging from a tree just for being Catholic.
But they were warm as toast and tight drums down there.
Hell, I'd take warm and snug to strung up by priest killers any day.
Hear, hear!
To Cairnhole!
There's 2 rooms. The bathroom works most of the time, but if it ever gets dicey, there's Old Reliable out back. There's only one phone on the island, and we have it. The generator stopped running at 10 since petrol's so bloody expensive to ship out, so either you get to bed early or you learn to love candles and kerosene.
Wait. Where can I find the old children's home?
The what?
It's a home for refugee kids? During the war?
I don't know about any refugees, but on the other side of the island there's some big old house. I wouldn't go mucking up there all by yourself if I was ye. Nothing but wet grass and sheep paddies to keep you from going straight over a cliff. What's your interest in it anyhow? I thought you were writing some book on birds.
My dad spent a few years there as a kid, so we figured we'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
This was my grandfather's island. Looming and bleak, folded in mist, and guarded by a million screeching birds. I was in search of a different bird. A woman who I mistook as a bird 9 years ago. That same woman that knew whatever it was my grandfather didn't have time to tell me. I hope she was still alive.
So I'm going to go down to the lighthouse to do some inventory on the birds. We only have 3 weeks, and I want to get as much research done as possible.
Cool. I'm gonna go find that house then.
Not alone, you're not.
I suppose Dylan ain't too busy to take you.
This way, Yank boy. Keep up. Keep up. Yo, JD!
Hello, mate.
Hey, who's this bloke?
I'm Jacob.
Oh, an American. What you doing with an American?
Doing him a favour. He paid me a pretty penny. That's Worm, by the way.
Worm?
It's his stage name.
We are the sickest rapping duo in the Wales. I'm MC Worm and this is the Sturgeon Surgeon, aka MC Dirty Dylan, aka MC Dirty Business. Wanna show this yank how we do, Dirty D?
Now.
Drop some next level beats, son.
Pupuch, pupuch, pupuch.
I like to get wrecked up down at the priest hole. Your dad's always there, cause he's on the dumber rhymes this time. Yeah, I make it look easy. Dylan's beats are hot like chicken jowl freezy.
That don't even make sense. And it's your dad who's on the dole.
Can we go now?
Hey, we're here.
You sure this is it? It looks empty.
Empty? No way, there's loads of shit in there.
Go on, have a look.
Ah, oh my god! A sheep stable. You guys are assholes.
Why? We told you it was full of shit.
Are you going to show me the house or what?
Oh my god, he's serious.
Of course I'm serious.
We thought you were taking a piss, mate.
What?
Joking like.
Well, I'm not.
Look, if you really want to see it, you take that path, keep going past the bog and through the woods. You can't miss it. Come on, Worm, let's go.
What the hell? You're supposed to go with me.
This is as far as we go.
Why?
It just is.
What stood before me now was no refuge from monsters, but a monster itself, staring at me with a vacant hunger. The house seemed unkillable, dangerous like a dark memory. No one has lived here for a very long time. Oh my sweet lord, what is this? Fermented motor oil?
Just about. Not like American beer. So, how was the house?
Trashed. No one's lived there in years.
I don't want you getting hurt.
I didn't go alone.
No, about your grandfather. I gave up trying to understand him ages ago. I think he didn't know how to be a dad, but he felt like he had to be, since none of his siblings survived the Holocaust. So he dealt with it by being gone all the time, with hunting trips and such. I never dug too deep because I was afraid of what I was going to find.
What are you talking about? The war?
We found a letter once when we were kids, Susie and I. It was from a woman whose name we didn't know, addressed to your grandfather. I love you. I miss you. When are you coming back? Seedy lipstick on the collar type stuff. We tore up the letter and flushed it down the toilet. Never found another one.
No, you're wrong about him.
Jake, what are you doing? Dinner's on the way.
I'm going to prove you wrong.
You handled that pretty well. I've seen grown men faint at the sight of him. Martin Peggett, museum curator. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Jacob Portman.
Welcome, Mr. Portman.
So, who's this? Wales' most famous murder victim?
Ha! Well, he might be that too. He's our island's senior-most resident. 2,700 years old, to be exact. Quite the old man, though he was only 16 when he died.
2,700.
No bacteria, no oxygen. The bogs are a regular fountain of youth, provided you're already dead at least. It was some sort of human sacrifice, done in by a combination of strangulation, drowning, disembowelment, and a blow to the head.
Seems like overkill.
The most fascinating part of it all is that he went to his death willingly, eagerly even. His people believed bogs were entrances to the world of the gods. Not quite water, not quite land, just an in-between kind of place.
That's
Beautiful, really, don't you think?
disturbing.
Come you and gaze upon the tar man. Blackly he reposes, tender face the color of soot, withered limbs like veins of coal, feet lumps of driftwood hung with shriveled grapes. Come you and bear witness to the cruel art of his wounds, purled and meandering lines drawn by knives, brain and bone exposed by stones, the rope still dangling at his throat. First fruit slashed and dumped, sealer of heaven, old man arrested in youth. I almost love you.
Wow. You wrote that?
Guilty. Well, I'd be happy to show you the rest of my collection. However, I'm afraid it's shutting up time. If you'd like to come back tomorrow...
Actually, I was hoping you might know something. It's about this orphanage and...
Ah! How is our haunted mansion still faring these days? You want directions?
No, I've already seen it. The people that live there. Do you have any idea what happened to them?
Dead.
Not the headmistress. I'm looking for anyone else that may have lived there. The kids?
All dead. No one's lived there since the war.
No, that can't be right.
At the far tip of the island, there was an anti-aircraft gun battery, putting us on the map as a military target. Anyway, one of the bombs went off track and...
No.
The bomb killed everyone inside. No one's lived in that house since 1940.